Wait, you won't believe how easy it is to make this trendy Bubu Kaftan gown. So in this video, I'm going to show you step by step how I made this and how you can make yours too, even if you're a total beginner. So let's get started. So we are using a crepe fabric of 3 yards and a plain black of half yard. So we are going to first of all fold the 3 yards into 2 and then fold again into 4. So after folding now, we are now going to take the measurement for the sleeve for the center back. So we measured 22.5. You can make do with 23 or 26 inches. So after marking it all the way down, I am now going to take the neck width, okay? So now the neck width we are working with is 4 inches. After marking 4 inches, we are going to take the neck depth for the back, which is 2 inches. After marking, we are going to connect it to the neck width of 4. Next, we are going to take the neck depth, which is 6 inches, connect it to the neck width of 4. So next, we are now going to take the sleeve circumference, but we are going to take the shoulder slant of 1 inch. We are going to connect that 1 inch to the neck width of 4 as well. So if you have your long straight ruler, make use of it. So now we are going to take the sleeve circumference of 11 inches plus 1 inch for seam allowance, which is total of 12 inches. Marking, we are going to go inwards by 5 inches, and then after marking that 5 inches, we'll place our tape from the starting point, and then we are going to mark the half length of 17 inches. On that line of 17 inches, I'm going to bring the sleeve length down, and then we are going to mark 6.5 inches inwards. Now connect it to the armhole area. Okay, after connecting it, we are going to adjust our fabric, and then we'll take our slant line from the true waist just as it is shown. I'm going to use my tape to connect it in a slant or a-line manner all the way down. So connect yours like so using your long straight ruler if you have one. So after connecting, we are done. We are going to cut what we have all out. So while cutting, I decided to fix a pocket to the gown, okay? So what we are going to do now is to make our pocket. So from the half length, which is the 17 inches, I came down by 8 inches and then I marked it. So from that 17 inches, I'm going to make a curve just the way it is shown. I'm going to curve it. So I'm going to follow the shape of the gown and cut all round, okay? So you are going to follow exactly the shape. When you get to that 8 inches point, then extend your hand and follow the curved part for the pocket, and then cut all the way down to the sleeve area. So just follow the curved part of it and then cut accordingly. So now we are going to work on the front panel, okay? So for us to achieve that, we need to replace the fabric with a black crepe fabric. So now we are going to take the full back measurement of 15, which is 7.5, plus 1.5 inch seam allowance, which gives us total of 9 inches, okay? So now we are going to mark 9 inches. Then we are going to take the half length of 17 inches. So if your half length is 16 inches, please use it. So on that line of 17 inches, we are going to mark 9 inches as well. So now we are going to connect that 9 inches to the upper part, okay? So 9 inches by 9 inches by 17 inches length. So now we are going to separate the front panel from that of the back panel. So the inner one that I'm removing is the back panel, while we are going to fold the front panel back in order for us to cut what we have marked to be able to replace it with the black crepe fabric. So now we are going to cut it out. So I'm adding half an inch seam allowance upwards all the way down to the upper part, okay? So from the down, half an inch seam allowance all the way to the upper part, okay? So after cutting, okay, this is what we have. So we are going to remove it. The next thing we are going to do is to fold our black crepe fabric of half yard. So fold it into two as shown, and then we are going to draw our starting line. So I'm using my chalk to draw the starting line. After that, we are now going to take the full back measurement of 9 inches, just the way we took, add half an inch, which is for the seam allowance for folding. Next, we are going to take the true waist length of 17 plus half an inch for the folding or the joining of the shoulder, which is going to give us 17.5. So after marking, I'm going to mark my nipple to nipple measurement or the bust span measurement at that line of 17, which is 3.5. So the 3.5 is on fold plus half an inch will give us 4 inches, and then we are going to use our ruler to connect it to the upper part. So place your ruler and then connect it. So after connecting it, we are going to take the neck width. Okay, so we worked with 4 inches for the back panel, so we are going to work with 4 inches as well. And the neck width we are going to use is 6 inches. You can use 6.5, you can use 7. It all depends on how deep you want it to be. Connect it to the neck width and then cut it out. So after cutting, the next thing we are going to do is to place our fabric again on fold, and then place what we have and then cut exactly what we've cut earlier. So now we are going to fold the fabric again into two, and then we are going to place what we've cut earlier. We are going to arrange it very well, and then we are going to cut exactly what we have cut earlier. So this will serve as the interface or the main lining for the fabric. So after cutting, I'm going to tell us what next we are going to do. So for us to sew, we are going to infuse stay on it. Place the right first panel on top, right side facing each other, and place the next one. Use your sewing machine to sew the neckline, and then fold the sides half an inch all round. Okay, so we are folding inwards half an inch all round, including the down part. We are going to use our pressing iron to iron it and use our sewing machine to sew it to bring it. So next, we are now going to open up the front panel. Okay, notch the center, the midpoint. Okay, remove all your pins, after which we are going to open it up. After opening it up, arrange it very well. You see that part, the nipple to nipple or bust span area, that part that I am holding, that part now, that's the part we are going to draw gathers. We are going to draw the gathers according to the wideness of the nipple to nipple measurement. Next, we are going to use black bias to turn the neckline for the back panel, and then we'll sew it, we'll bring it and show you. So now this is the black combination we are using. We've turned the neckline and sewed the sides half an inch inwards. So we are going to open it up as shown, and then we are going to place the main front fabric, okay, that we've drawn gathers. So we are going to place it inwards by half an inch. Okay, arrange the gathers part very well, let it align to the point of 8 inches, and then arrange the upper part. We are going to use our pin to secure it. Okay, so after pinning, we are going to use our sewing machine to sew it, and then flip the main fabric and place on top, and then we'll use our sewing machine to sew it all around. So I'm done pinning. We are going to follow the pin line to sew. So let's sew this part together. Okay, so the pinned part that we've pinned earlier, we are going to sew it accordingly as shown. So remove your pins while sewing and sew accordingly. So if you're enjoying this tutorial and you would like to learn even more advanced sewing techniques, then please join my online sewing course where I teach beginners step by step from scratch and every professional finishing techniques in details. So the link will be placed in the description box for you to follow. Okay. So after sewing, this is what it looks like. Okay, so we are going to fold it into two in order for us to fix our inner belt. Arrange it very well. So from the point of that black crepe fabric, we are going to mark 1 inch, okay, outward, and mark it, and then I'm going to mark the other part, and then I'm going to mark the center, open the fabric up, and then at this other part mark 1 inch away from the black. Okay, So at that point that we marked, we are going to put our inner belt. So I'm going to use pin to secure the inner belt, and I'll pin the other part as well. After pinning, we are going to use our sewing machine to sew it, after which we'll bring it and show you. So next, it is time for us to join the shoulder together. So place right side facing each other and then adjust the shoulders very well. We are going to sew this other part all the way down. We are going to do the same for this other part. We are going to sew it all the way down. We'll fold the sleeve with 1 inch. We'll bring it and show you. So we are done joining the shoulders. Okay, we'll folded the sleeve, so it is time for us to couple the sides. So I used my pin to secure it. So we are going to use half an inch to sew it, following the shape exactly the way it is all the way down. After which we are going to do the same for this other part. I used pin to secure it as well. Follow the shape and sew down. Then we are going to fold the downside with 1 inch, half and half, and after which we are done. So we are done coupling this gown. This is how it's looking. The pocket, the downside, the sleeve, everything is just on point. So our model is going to wear this outfit for us to see. The final result of this gown is perfect on my model. So before you go, click on the next video on your screen to learn another beautiful style that you can sew and sell. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you in the next one. I am Lois. Addah.